Welcome to the worst podcast you've never heard, SLAC. The only podcast to have not one iota of originality or creativity. I'm off to get more children for my dungeon. SHHHHHH, it's a secret. Ha ha ha.
It was fine at first. He's like, oh, you go to the lake, what do you do? You play your little volleyball or whatever. Except one of my cousins or whatever decided to bring like a pair of inflatable kayaks.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I'm like, cool. I don't really get to kayak or whatever. So I'm going there with like me and my older brother are just out kayaking, learning how this even works. Then my younger brother comes by. He's like, yo, I want to play with you guys. He doesn't have an inflatable kayak though. He's like, yo, what if we go to that island way off in the distance we can barely see with these inflatable kayaks?
We won't get
I'm
exhausted.
like, yo, fucking no balls. Fucking
No balls.
Yo, what do we do? The kayak has a rope at the front and back. So that we actually, apparently this is supposed to save us effort. One of us only paddles, say, the left side, the other one the right side.
Yeah.
And then in the middle, we tied the kayaks with the front and back ropes. So we made like a super kayak.
Oh,
Super fun, yeah.
Which is the two kayaks again, just tied end on end. But that's only enough for two people. And my younger brother still didn't have anything.
So how do you get over?
Fortunately, we had a seat that came with the kayak.
Oh,
Only one of
okay.
the kayaks had a seat,
Only one of the two.
but that was sufficient.
We tied him to the back of the boat.
We tied him to the back of the boat.
to each part of the back of the boat by
To
each
each
leg.
part.
And he just...
No, not by each leg. He was holding on with his arms, and then he was paddling. He's
Have you
like,
ever
I'm a
seen
motor, and then he
Incredibles?
was just
He's
kicking.
the motor.
So he was kicking.
Your brother's like...
He's
He's
Dash
20
from
years
The
old.
Incredibles.
So my younger
my
brother
younger brother, who was only 19 years
He's
old.
20. He's a grown-ass man.
decided to hang at the back, and then we didn't realize it was like 3 kilometers and against the
Oh my
current
God.
and the
Oh
wave.
my God.
And then we just kept paddling.
You guys are nuts.
And it was, I don't even remember how many consecutive hours that was.
Jesus.
And then we were halfway there, we're like, do we turn back? Nah, G. Nah, G.
Because if you
We're
turn back
making it.
midway,
Exactly.
you don't get to rest on the island. You have to do the whole trip without rest.
I wish it was rest on the island. The island ended up just being all rocks. It was a nice sanctuary of birds. And by sanctuary, I mean literally just 50% composed of rocks, 50% composed of shit. Of course.
Shit with birds.
So...
What were you guys
it was
expecting on the
disappointing.
island? Naked women? Like, just
Who knows?
plenty of naked women.
Sasquatch could have been there.
You've never been to Naked Woman Sasquatch Island? No.
Sasquatch made animals.
They play Shrek extra large.
They're sub 30.
I didn't paddle out with my brother tied to the back of the boat.
he was the motor.
He was
Yes,
so-
exactly.
He
He's
wasn't
kicking.
tied.
How exhausting it is to be the motor.
He got tired of putting his flapping his feet, so he put his mouth in the water and blew.
That's exhausting.
He was the one that had it
Wow.
easiest though, because at least he had something to float with. The seat that we gave him actually floated.
Oh, okay.
We had
he's
to
really not
paddle.
doing anything. He's just extra weight.
Yeah, you're actually
He
absolutely
was
right.
lazily kicking, and he was like, "You just can't see my legs moving fast because they're going so quick."
Sitting on the lake.
There were trees somewhere in the island, except we didn't have shoes, so we didn't want to walk on rocks all the way to the trees, and
Oh
the sun
my
was going down.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! What a horrible.
Are you-
event.
are
That
you
was
okay?
Your whole lake day was paddling on the fucking
Yes,
water.
okay, so again, it was supposed to be fun. Like I told
did a
you, we
workout.
played volleyball. It was straight up a workout.
That sounds
I
like a
came burnt to a
triathlon.
crisp, and I'm more concerned about my dumbass back because I spent, again, God knows how, like the entire day just paddling.
Holy shit!
He's
The
gonna
whole
The
wake
entire
up- he's gonna
day.
wake up tomorrow at 4:30
It was-
exhausted.
Real question: when are you trying out for the Olympics? Because I
You guys could win.
I'm joining the rowing club first. To see.
You're
Not the
gonna wake up
motorboat
tomorrow
club?
with like this, like a built back. You're gonna look like a fucking Dorito.
you're gonna be jacked.
So
I
goddamn
wish.
big.
You're gonna-
Bad word.
You could
Beep bad word.
the jacked guy.
He's the jacked
guy.
one.
He's the jacked.
You know how in every different boy band, there's like different types of guys. Like there's the good guy, and then like
The bad boy.
Yeah, the mysterious
racist.
one. And then there's also the jacked one. And then
jacked
his
one, yeah.
name's
Bad word.
in this case Leo.
It's so funny. I spent 4 hours kayaking to a
I
rock
can't
and bird
fucking
shit covered
believe
island, and then turned around,
Couldn't even
I
see
said,
the
well,
trees.
fuck. That's fucking it.
and I just turned around.
Did you guys like? Did you bring water with you and stuff?
There
or,
was
like,
nothing.
No,
You know what?
you're
The
on the
entire
lake.
time,
Yeah,
the
where do you think they were
conversation-
swimming on?
It's a lake, not the ocean. You could drink the
Idiot.
lake.
What?
They were on the lake, not the ocean.
drank
You could
the
drink
lake water?
He did not drink the
Don't
lake.
drink
You
the
just
fucking
carry
lake
a
water.
straw. You
Where
carry
do
a
you think you get
straw.
water
It was
from?
pretty clean though.
It gets freaking filtered.
What do you think is in the lake?
It's not filtered from the lake. Bird animal shit.
People shit everywhere.
Yeah, you
Yeah, but
fucking
I'm not
fart
eating
your
that
shit in the
directly.
air. You know what you do? You take a straw next time, so that when you're thirsty and you're rowing, you can
Yeah,
like drink
it's
the
clean
water.
water.
And then when you get to the island, you can swim around and use it as like a scuba.
It's
scuba
shit,
tube.
but like imagine how big a lake is, a little
Snorkel.
fish with shit like that. It gets like filtered out by the water.
Yeah, and if they're rowing, it kind of like cleans the water because like you know
I'm
you
sure
move
it
all
was
that
a
stuff
pretty
around.
nice clean lake.
Oh,
We don't have dirty lakes here in Nunavut.
Yeah,
where we live.
Iqaluit.
No, the conversation the whole time when we were rowing was like, maybe snacks would have been a good idea.
Snack, a bottle of water.
Something to drink, because we were parched, like our throat was dry by that
A
point.
motorboat.
Hey, where did the island go?
You guys can't even like talk to each other. You're fucking breathing heavy. You wish you had a bottle of water. You guys aren't
Sounds
even
sexy.
enjoying each other's company. It's just all work.
It was
His
just a
younger-
mission.
all work.
His
It
younger
was-
brother had a great time. He's interviewing. You have to see
You
the
guys should have
sky.
You didn't even
rotated.
get to talk to. He just burnt his back being the motor. He just burnt his whole
Oh,
back.
that was the best part. So the kayaks, he forgot actually half of it. Not only did he forget the seat for one of them, they're
Yeah.
actually supposed to have like fins at the bottom so they don't turn over.
Oh.
Yeah, we have been fucking with half the time, like before we actually started rowing to the thing, was learning how not to flip over on the goddamn kayak. Because flipping over would not have been that great.
This is an adventure.
If we did it individually, I don't think we would have done it. We wouldn't have made it. We would
Guys
have
would've
stopped
di- one of you
halfway.
would've died.
Yes,
I
it would have been tragic.
When I can see the island perfectly, I'm like, that's too far to swim.
No, yeah, it was like some dot. It wasn't a
Imagine
dot.
like
it
a
was-
bleep, and you're like, that could be a boat or an island. Let's go.
Or a bird.
It could be a
Or naked women.
It could be
Naked
a
Woman
huge
Island.
bird.
Ain't that-
Yeah, with sasquatch.
Have you been there? You don't know.
I've been to Candy Island.
Have you?
No, you haven't.
It's from that show.
I know what show it's from.
What show
The
is it
Marvelous
from?
Misadventures of
Oh, Flapjack.
Flapjack.
Let's keep this part in.
You went to the beach recently and you got hit by a car.
Yes, I did get
You
hit
got
by a
hit
car.
by a car,
Someone
Cos?
hit my car.
What? Oh, someone hit your car or you
Yeah.
got hit by a car?
We were in Innisfil where they're dumb hicks, and it was a dumb
Oh
hick.
no, we just alienated a
Dumb,
large part of our
stupid
audience.
idiots from Innisfil.
90% of our viewers are from Innisfil.
I hope they all drown.
Especially, they're all super fucking old,
I
too.
hope they all drown.
Old white guys are the worst.
No, I hate cis white males. And we're all black, by the way. I'm Matumbo.
I'm Matumbo.
I'm Ann.
And Anth from Nigeria. You can't tell from our unique accents. So we go where you're supposed to park at the beach, and it says for residents only, or if you have a boat.
Oh.
So
Were you guys driving the
it's
boat up
only
there?
for the rich kids.
Yeah.
Capitalism, am I right?
Right? The
And
patriarchy.
only for people who live there, which I don't happen to be.
You don't have to be a resident of Innisfil?
My
I
IQ is
know.
in 75, so I'm not legally allowed to live there. And so they turn us around the roundabout, and I have to turn around. So we go to this
You gotta
park
go to the farther
that's-
parking one, right?
It's near the... There are no other parking.
Why didn't you just buy a boat?
I don't have the money. And everywhere they have... If you want to park it anywhere, you have to live there, or they'll tow you.
Yeah.
And it says everywhere.
But how do they know if you live there or not?
I'm pretty sure they asked. They must check some kind of thing with the license plate, or they must check
Everybody
something.
That's
has
crazy.
a special car that says IQ lower than 75.
Like, there has to be something, right?
That's an illegal search if they're just...
It's weird, right? I
if
thought
you're
it was
on private
super weird.
property.
And so we're driving around these like little neighborhood. It looks disgusting. Like they do all heroin and shit there. It's gross. And we're
The
going
white
through.
guys?
Yeah,
do
white
heroin?
people only do heroin.
Cis white males?
Cis white males love heroin.
The rich
And
ones.
we're going through-
From Innisfil. With the low IQ.
We're the low IQ mongoloids. And we're going
Sounds like
through.
a hellish place.
And
The
I'm
woodlands.
like, okay, there's nowhere to park over here. We'll get out of this neighborhood. We'll figure something. If we have to walk a long time, we'll walk a long time. And so I pull into someone's driveway, and I'm backing up, and I'm coming out, and I'm in the driveway, and I'm like, whatever. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm talking to her to figure it out. And this guy backs out of the house in front, and I'm honking the horn because I can't move at this
So now
point.
you both are like trying to back out of the...
I'm not moving.
Oh, you're not moving.
I'm parked, going like looking at the map, like, okay, maybe we could go here.
On the road. You're on the road parked?
I'm half on a driveway, half on the road.
Okay.
But I'm more on the driveway. I'm barely on the street.
Okay.
This guy has a ton of time. The house is far from me too. He has a ton of time to turn and go forward. I'm honking. He won't stop backing up. I can't go. I can't turn right. I can't start moving because then he'll hit the whole passenger side.
Yeah.
Comes all the way, hits the car very lightly, starts moving forward. I get out of the car. He stops. He didn't even stop to check anything. He just started to go. I get out of the car, and I go, "You just hit my car." Opens his window, doesn't look at me, looks at me through the driver's side rearview mirror, and goes, "Old man, are you okay?" I went, "I'm okay, but let me check the car." And he goes, "Are you okay?" And I go, "I'm fine, but I think there's a dent," and drove away. He just drove away.
And so we gotta give just a bit of context because Kaz has been hit by someone else. He was hit by a big 18-wheeler.
I was hit by an 18-wheeler in my old truck.
So Kaz was
When
hit
was
by
this?
he was,
I was leaving my G2 driving test. and I was late, so I was on time, but you have to be earlier. They'll give your appointment away.
Yeah.
I was on time, and they gave my appointment away, so I'm driving back home, and I'm on Fletcher. I'm stopped.
government.
Literally just stopped. I know. Capitalism, am I right? I'm
Socialism.
stopped.
Socialism.
I'm stopped at a light, just like waiting. And then all of a sudden, I look in my mirror, and I'm like, this ATV was getting really close. Hits the truck. Hits my truck.
Nice.
And I yell at the window, "You hit my truck!"
So that's the
No,
appropriate response.
No, I didn't.
What?
And I go, "Yeah, you hit my truck. We're touching." He's like, "Okay, pull into there."
Yeah.
Because we're right in the middle of two lanes. I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
if we stop, it's a big deal. Okay, we'll pull into there."
Yeah.
I pull in, goes way past me.
So,
Drives right away.
That's the
after
biggest.
that, he came home, right? He
Yeah.
told us all about it, told us the stories.
But this truck
Great
was
story.
already destroyed, so it really another
Yeah, that
dent in
one
the
was-
bender wasn't a big
That
deal.
one was
I
weird.
wasn't
All I
gonna
said
fix
was,
it.
I said, listen, guys, you gotta, next time someone hits you, get out before you move the car so he can go past you.
I didn't move the car. I
Take
didn't
a
do
picture
anything.
of the license plate.
I was gonna get hit if they're
Look
on the
at the
road.
license plate. Do anything with the license plate.
license plate.
So then
my
he
car-
gets hit
I just
again.
forgot to take my phone out of the
And
car.
doesn't take.
He gets hit again,
He forgot.
doesn't notice the license plate. There's a passenger in the vehicle who, God forbid, could look at the license plate
She
for
didn't
him.
take a picture either.
And the guy drives away and there's no license plate again.
You know what? I just want to
It's
note
like you
that.
didn't even learn from the first one.
I was so stunned. I went, how could you hit a car? Like, you don't imagine. It's like, for 4 seconds I was honking the horn. Like, he had a ton of time. Not only, he backed up so far. Like, his car was already straight.
You guys were both in the same driveway.
No,
No,
he was
no.
in a house in front to the left.
Oh.
And I'm behind and to the right, right? And so he backs up. He's perfectly straight on the road, still back. It's like he meant to hit me. It's like he did it on purpose.
I don't blame him.
It was bizarre.
If I saw a non-resident and I lived in Innisfil,
I don't
I'd be
think he
like,
lived there.
He was getting
I
road
just
dome.
think-
Couldn't even pay attention to.
I just
Maybe.
think this old guy was looking for a place to park too.
You know, he
and
probably
didn't
did the
have-
same thing to you.
I don't think he probably didn't have insurance.
No.
And he's like, I'm just gonna ask if he's alive and then drive away.
He obviously didn't have a boat either, else he would have parked.
No, there was no boat.
He was butt naked. Old lady was giving him a blowjob. He couldn't get out the fucking car. He
No,
had
he
to-
wasn't naked because I could see him in the mirror.
You saw his little
The
weird-
first "Are you okay?" was to you, and then the second "Are you okay?" was
So-
to his wife. Or
No,
Mistress,
and
that was
again,
in the-
but not even to take your head out the window and turn around. Just through the mirror was looking at me.
Well, that's the beauty of technology.
Unbelievable, this fucking
You didn't
guy.
have to turn. Like, what? He's an old man. What do you gotta? Why are you running into old men in their vehicles?
I was parked. He had a parked car. I wasn't moving.
So I want to jump topics. I want to quickly talk about this car thing that happened to me. I was on the.
Oh, there was no damage, by the way. The car's fine.
Oh, okay.
Are
Are you okay?
I should have complained or something. I
You
don't
should
know.
have
your
been
neck.
like, I'm
My
And,
back.
then the people whose house I'm in the driveway come out and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it was a small. There's no damage. I'm fine." He goes, "I go, do you know what that is?" He's like, "No, those people just moved here." Then hours go by because we end up parking on the guy whose driveway was stuck on his lawn. 'Cause he's like, "Just park here for
What
like
a
20
nice
bucks."
guy. You
And
know
I'm like-
what? It's an insurance scam.
It was
That's
something
how
because
they-
he had a lot of people. He made like 120 bucks that
That's
day.
smart.
Just doing nothing, just in his lawn because he had a big lawn.
We should report him. after
Should
you
call the
come,
cops?
yeah, after you leave though, when you're done and you gave him the $20 for the day.
And the
leave.
guy whose house he backed out of, neighbor, I go up and I go, "Do you know who lives here?" He goes, "Is there an old man who lives here because he hit my car?" And he goes, "Oh, I saw that. This is a new because they still had the lock on the thing, like
yeah,
the
the,
keypad of when it was
keypad.
recently sold or is selling.
Yeah.
So the real estate agent could just open the door and then put the key back in there." And he goes, "Oh, a family just moved in. It's a young couple and 2 kids. I don't know if there's an old person who came to visit or came by." And I'm like, "Do you have their phone number?" He goes, "No, I don't have their phone number." And I'm like, "Can you give him a message?" And he goes, "I don't have any paper."
He didn't want to help you.
No, he didn't want to help me.
Obviously, why would he want to
I
help
don't
you?
Asshole.
have any paper. I do
sounds
not
like
own
they don't
anything
have
to
to-
jot down.
That's why I'm saying these idiots in Innisfil had a conspiracy. This was like a thing for them all. How do you not know who lived there? You don't have a sheet of fuck. He's reading a book. It's made of paper. Just write on the book margin and then give him my phone. Or you asked.
You know who the driver was?
They're all Mongoloids.
It's a rented book from Chapters. I can't ruin it.
I can't.
ruin it.
Even
There's
if
a
erase
deposit. There's a
the
security
margin of
deposit.
the book. And I'm like, I took a picture of his. He's like, "Are you sure you want to take a picture?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I have a picture of the house, the street, and the car that was parked there. But I have no way to get in touch, really. I can't. What am I going to call the cops and be like, "Some guy in Innisfil hit me and I have his address. His car wasn't there." They're going to be like, "What?"
He didn't even get down the model of the car.
Are you
That's
good with
how
cars?
short he was there.
What color car was it?
It was just a white sedan looking thing, right?
Okay.
But that's how little he was there. It's not like he was there talking for a long time. Are you okay? Are you okay?
I know, but it's like the first thing you look at. Model of the car at least.
I
with
was checking
something.
my car because I thought there was a big.
Your
dent.
car's not going anywhere.
I thought there was
it's
a
not
dent.
moving.
You know what I like from both of these stories?
No, it's entirely my fault. I should have took a picture. I should have looked at the license plate like.
Bad word.
It's your fault.
It's
I'm just
entirely my
saying,
fault that he got away with
first
it.
off, but
I'll censor.
Wait, what did he say?
Beep bad word.
It's entirely my fault.
said
that he
Bad word.
with it. It's my fault.
no,
He didn't. It's not my fault. He hit me. It's my fault. He got away with it.
It's
Yeah,
your fault
like-
for both.
I 100%. It's my fault. That's why I was so frustrated.
You should have
about.
placed him
I
under
went, how did I
citizen's
for-
arrest.
How did you forget to do?
How did I forget to take a
everything?
picture? The phone was by my side. I forgot to take it out of the car.
I'm glad you remembered to
even
tell
that-
him that you
how
hit
upset would
your
you-
car though. And also the tractor trailer guy. I like how both of your reactions to getting hit is, "Hey, you hit me," and then they immediately get away because you're so concerned with advising
They
them.
actually hit me. Did you know?
I can't believe it. They hit me.
That's how stupid I am. That's how dumb
No,
I am.
It's like a
I
Seinfeld
need to
episode.
live in
I would-
Innisfil. I'm not stupid.
I would have even gone mad at the passenger. Like, why did she not even?
I don't know. I shouldn't take.
Not even a good witness.
Why did she not even? She's not even like not even a fucking witness.
You know,
Yeah, I know,
you know
nobody
who
took
these
the
people
plates.
sound like? Crisis actors.
I know. Alex
You
Jones
know
is
what?
right.
It's all set up. It's a big conspiracy
Alex
up there in
Jones.
Innisfil.
He's right. Alex Jones is right.
But yeah, so what I was gonna say is I'll quickly tell us a driving
What's your
story. I was
driving story?
I was on the 401. I was driving for work. I had to go do a hydrant test.
Where?
Where?
Yeah,
I
where?
don't remember.
Like on
This
site?
guy sounds like a firefighter.
Yeah, it was on one.
Okay, it was on
A
site. It was on site. It was
It's
on
on site. It was on site. He's
So
going on
I was
site.
driving and I was just talking to my buddy. And when you're in a work car, you obviously want to take as much time as you can so you don't have to go back to work. So I'm not driving fast. I'm driving slow. I'm paying attention. I have like a bunch of heavy stuff in the back of the car, and I'm just driving straight, not moving from my lane. And this lady, thank God, because I do check my mirrors. I really all the time.
Yeah.
Thank God I slightly looked over. This woman was about to nail the front end of my car, like where the tire
Is this
was.
your car? Is the company's
The
car?
company car, not my car. So the company car is this big long van. She was gonna hit the part where the tire is. So there's a bit of front car and then the tire. She was gonna hit that. Thank God I noticed. I slammed the brakes, honked the horn, and then she started flailing her arm at me
Yeah,
in the mirror like it's my fucking
I
fault.
know, it's
you
unbelievable.
dumb fucking bitch. It's your fault.
Why is it so important that she's a woman? Why did you have to say that? You keep saying
wasn't important to the story.
She was a girl.
She was so. Oh, she's a girl.
She was a
How did
woman,
you know?
yeah.
Did you ask if she
I
was a
looked
girl?
at her.
How did you know?
That doesn't mean anything. In
I
2020.
was so mad, but I
can't believe it.
had someone in my car, so I
Yeah.
didn't want to
Your
get
coworker.
angry. I didn't
Yeah.
want to get angry.
You didn't want to get
story.
arrested.
I went to her and I said, if you were in this car, I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs right now. She would have killed us because she would have hit the tire. I would have lost it.
Yeah, lost control.
Yeah.
Hit
The
the
whole
barrier.
thing, I would have slammed to other cars. There's cars all around us. Okay, he
would've been
has
a
a
nice
little
accident.
girl and a wife. There's big, heavy, sharp metal objects in the back of the car that are gonna fly forward and fucking penetrate my neck.
It would've been
And
a
she's
sick
going in the mirror with her arm flailing like it's not her fucking fault. I wanted to kill. I was so fucking mad. That's what I wanted to get into an accident. I want to ram her off the road. I have terrible road rage. I admit it. I fucking hate people like that.
that makes sense. That road rage then.
I was
road
so
rage
angry.
is like when a friend of ours, Nicholas, he drove me and Leo to a recording, and he was swearing at yellow lights. Oh, fucking yellow lights! This is unbelievable. Oh. And I'm like, Nick, what are you doing? The light changes. It has to be green all the way just for you. And he goes, I have road rage. I can't help it. You don't know. I learned to drive from some angry people.
It's like those people who say, I'm a social drinker. It's like, I have road rage. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's okay.
but
I have
it's not-
social road rage.
That's not even rational.
I only get mad when other people are in the car.
But it's not even rational. Who gets mad at a yellow light?
Yeah.
Like, maybe you get a little frustrated, like, I'm late, I can't get a yellow. You don't get mad at the light for changing.
But yeah, I know. I was so mad at that girl. But whatever. You know what I mean? It happens. People don't. She was on the phone too. Because I drove
They're always
beside
on
her.
the phone.
Because
There
I
are,
had
yes.
to look at. You know when someone cuts you off?
You have to see
look
them.
at
You
her.
have to know what
You have
they
to because you want hatred. You want hate in your head. You want
know what they look
fucking
like.
hate
You
that
want to
person.
know
You
who
hate.
you're hunting for.
Yeah.
Later.
So I looked and she's on the phone talking. And you're
Girl,
like,
always.
just off the, what are you driving for? 30 minutes? 30 minutes. You can't
Even
get
if
off of
it's
it?
2 hours, what is it? How important is it?
On this.
What is going on? Just off for a little bit. At least wait till you're at a red light. You're on the highway. She's going fast.
This was
too.
on the highway?
It was on the highway. Whatever, you're at a red light, you want to look for half a second. Okay, maybe. I know it's against the law, but fuck, if you really got
We're
to.
all human.
we all break the law
Fuck
sometimes.
if you really got to, but you're on the highway. People are going fast. I was going fast. But
You weren't going fast? So you weren't going fast. It sounds like you were impeding traffic, and this woman was trying to get to a very important
No,
appointment.
there's people when you're. I don't know.
Maybe she was pregnant. She was in labor.
No.
How are you going to
Driving herself
impede
to the
her?
hospital. In labor, having
How are you going to impede a woman who's in labor and she's trying to call her husband who's at a job? He's a firefighter putting out fires, saving people's lives, and you. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't
You know
even
what she was trying to do? Break the glass ceiling.
Yeah.
But you, of course,
You had to
get in
stop.
her
You had to
way.
push her back into her lane,
Like a man.
and you turned to your coworker.
How
and you
dare
said,
you call me a man?
Capitalism.
Socialism. Socialism.
Since that Innisfil accident, every time I've been in the car, Sabrina, I've almost gotten hit.
Really?
We were driving to Oakville. Some guy, I'm thinking his blinkers out because he's slightly in front. He has his arm out the window doing this,
Oh, yeah, you
which
think
is
he's
like my
hand
blinkers
signaling.
out. I
Yeah.
need to go make a left. So I go ahead a little bit, just veers into the lane, just veers into the lane. I brake, and he goes back in his lane. I think he was just like doing a dance and then wasn't paying attention. Went and noticed what he did and turned back around.
Yeah, I saw someone do that too. I was
Fucking
driving.
crazy.
I was driving, and a guy has his arm out the window, going like this.
Yeah, and you
And-
assume, okay, left,
And I
go.
go, what are you doing? Are you? So I held back for a little bit, waiting for him to merge. I thought I wanted to merge,
Yeah.
and then he just puts his arm back in, like nothing ever happened. You're ruining me.
That
You're ruining
signal
me.
is I'm going
I'm just
left.
trying to be nice here.
It's so hard trying to be a considerate driver
Yeah.
and like try to help out other people, and then they just don't know what you're like. Somebody has their blinker on, and I'll slow down to let them in, let them merge, and then they're slowing down too because they're about
Yeah,
to merge.
I know.
And so I slow down more. I'm like, yeah, you can go.
We're at a
and,
stop.
and then they're slowing down even more. And so now there's a pile up behind me trying to get past, mad at me, and then this guy finally goes, and they're mad at me. Because I wasn't letting them in. Because they were slowing down, I was slowing down.
And
I'm just trying to be
The
considerate.
street's at a standstill. 'Cause you guys just trying to get,
We're
there's
both-
only two
we're both
lanes.
not moving, and he's waiting for me to let him in, and I'm
like-
waiting for him to go.
It's like the most Canadian stereotype thing ever. We're both apologizing to each other, trying to let each other in, and no one's going.
I almost got into a head-on collision getting fee from work.
Oh yeah?
It's one lane, and
Which way were you going? The right way or the right?
It's me. There's only one lane. I can only go my way, and we're both going. And this old man's in front. He's going 35. Holy fuck! So I notice it's a long straight road. Nobody's coming.
Yeah.
Go in the left lane. I start to speed up, and I can't get in front of this guy. I'm like, I'm not going 35. Physics, I have to be going ahead, right? It's
No, he
Earth-
sped
what's
up.
happening?
He's
He
speeding
sped
up.
up.
He's speeding
mad at
up.
you. He's mad at you
going
because you're
faster
trying to
and
pass
faster.
you.
And now a car's coming.
Oh no.
There's 17 on the car and me. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die. I speed him more. He's still beside me. The car's 110. I'm like, forget it. If I hit him, I hit him. I veer. I manage not to hit him. He's going, oh my god, what the f-? In his car. And I'm thinking, he's trying to kill me. I almost just got ahead of going 100-something kilometers an hour on a road. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to drive really slow and piss him off. So now I'm going 30. And he can't go around because there's traffic. And there's a stop, and now it splits into 2 lanes. And I'm like, I'm going to make a real long stop. I stop completely. Goes right past the stop sign at full speed. It doesn't even slow down for a
Holy
second.
shit.
Not a second. Now he's in a rush.
Now he has somewhere to be.
I straight up almost died because this ass had to, I was like, is he really like, is he big dicking me here? Like he's
big dicking you.
Fucking psycho.
I was. You know what I hate? I hate when they honk right when the light turns green. The light hasn't even turned green for a second. My car is getting out of the auto stop mode.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
started.
It just, I was like, okay. So what I did one time, I was such in a bad mood, and I was on my way to work too. It was when I was still doing
This is
part-time
8
jobs.
in the morning. It's minus 30.
It was still like part-time jobs. It was whatever.
The AC's blasting
So
cold
I
air.
was
I'm drunk.
half naked.
Yeah. So I'm just driving, and he honks, and we're making lefts.
Yeah.
So obviously I want to be an asshole. So I
Obviously.
slowed down. I made my left really slow.
Yeah.
Thank God at the same time an 18-wheeler was making a right turn.
Oh yeah.
So obviously I'm going to go the speed of the 18-wheeler to ruin this guy's day. It's a 2-lane road. You couldn't go past us.
Yeah.
So I'm going super slow. He's honking.
Let him honk.
As the 18-wheeler picks up, I slowly pick up.
Yeah, you
Then I
blocked him
slowly
in.
slow down, and then I slowly pick up, and I locked him between the front of the 18-wheeler and the back for so long until I made my turn, and then all I heard was and he bolted past me.
I love doing that too, but the only thing I think is it a real emergency? Like, does this guy have to shit?
Oh no, just some kid.
Is a kid in trouble? Is their mom dying and they have to, like, is it a real, are they just being an ass, or is there a real emergency and they have to get going?
You know what it is?
Sorry.
You're right. Most of the time it is.
No,
Not that.
I love it too when I'm on the highway and I see like, you know, a really like souped up car, something with a spoiler, anything with a spoiler, especially Hondas. But like,
Say you
like
beat me to it. God.
exotic cars, anything like that, where I can hear them coming from a mile away behind me. Those fucking assholes. And I see them.
Good impression of car.
That was a car driving by.
It was a good.
It was good timing.
Now Anthony's gonna do his impression. Sorry, another car went by. We'll
Yeah,
just
that's so
skip
weird.
it. We can't seem to get
Yeah,
it.
it keeps coming driving by. Yeah, so I see them in my rearview mirror, like cutting in and out between lanes, not signaling, being assholes, veering in between lanes and cutting off people. And I see them coming up behind me, and like me and the other drivers on the road are positioned in such a way where if I maintain the same speed as them, he can't pass us. I will not speed up.
No, yeah,
Even if I'm late, like Sam was saying. Even if I'm late, I will maintain that speed
Out
to
of
go a
spite.
little bit faster, just to make sure like he can get a little bit beside the car beside me, but we're still boxing him in, so he can't leave. And then I see him blah 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 blah, fucking throwing up his hands in the air and cursing in my rearview mirror, and I'm laughing.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
you're
yes.
having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great because he's an asshole.
What I find weird sometimes though is, Leo, do you drive?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes
He drove us here.
How could you forget? I'm sad now.
sometimes
In his Honda Civic with the spoiler.
sometimes I'll be driving late at night. You know, you go a little bit faster on the highway.
I don't
That's
know.
not true.
I don't break
know
the
what
law.
you're talking about.
What's
Yeah,
going
whatever.
on
No one
here?
else here breaks the
My
law,
car
but
only goes up to 100.
I'll break the law. I'll be going a little bit faster on the highway, and a guy will come up behind me and start flashing the high beams
Yeah.
at me and stuff like that. And it's like I'm already going, you know,
Yeah,
quite
like-
a bit over. How fast do you need to go?
Why doesn't he go around
Just
you?
pass me,
It's a
yeah.
6-lane highway.
I don't know. I don't know. People, I guess the fear of changing lanes at high speeds for people, but
It's at night. There's 8 people on
I
a
know.
6-lane
Whatever.
highway.
I want to change up this. I have a story from like 2 nights ago where I went downtown in the city. I was near the lake.
Jeez, another lake star. How many lake stars we got this
oh
episode?
my lord.
Jesus
Yeah, this is about
Come on.
There's literally a pandemic. You think capitalism can stop for 1 second?
Jeez, no, we're reopening all the beaches.
Socialism.
This is just like Jaws, where they're like, no, there's a shark killing everybody at the beach. You have to close the beach, and the mayor's like, but the money.
Social.
Dude, capitalism at work. Trump's America! Trump's America!
Hashtag not mine.
Socialism. Every time I say socialism,
Bush is a war criminal. Obama sent drone strikes to Iraq. Political.
every time I say socialism, I feel Leo dying behind me.
Leo has a real thing for socialism.
But whatever.
Especially the LGBTQ, specifically trans, Black Lives Matter Socialist Committee at University of Toronto.
Vegan on Squarespace.
So
That's without saying. You can't be a socialist and eat meat.
Yeah.
Cows need the money.
So I was at the lake and we were just walking around because we had to wait before we can go into the like art exhibit. So we're walking around a little bit, and it's like an open park, and there's homeless people.
Is it a lake? Is it a museum or is it a park?
Yeah, which of the three things
art-
that you described?
The
as
art exhibit is by the lake. I parked by the lake because that's where there was parking.
Yeah.
And then we were walking around and we walked by a park.
Sounds like a really nice area.
Yeah, this is
Beautiful.
It has everything.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
In Yurikalui? That's incredible. It's,
Well, yeah, it's summer,
None of
so
it's nice
most
over
of the Arctic Ocean is kind of melting
yeah.
at this point. So the lake is most of the city.
The ice caps have melted.
The lakes and the oceans, they're all
Which,
intertwined.
thank you, capitalism.
I know capitalism at work. Am I right?
Yeah, our
Arctic
summers are
Ocean-
much nicer.
Yeah, so it makes Canada much more prime real estate with this. 50 years ago, it's gonna be California.
It's all gonna be California.
But
California's gonna be even more California.
Texas is
gonna be in the water.
California.
we were walking by the park and there was like just a big brick wall, and I don't know why it was there, but it was there. So we walked past it, and I obviously just want to look just to make sure no one's there. So
Yeah.
I look, and there's a guy, a big fat guy, and his hands are down here where his cock would be,
Oh my goodness.
Would be.
and he looks at me,
Why would be?
and I'm with my girlfriend, and he looks at us, and we look at him, and I look down, pee-pee in hand. I look
This
back
didn't
up,
happen.
and he's still looking at me, and I look straight, and I fucking go away. I was like, he's about to attack me. I gotta go.
he's gonna jizz on you.
He,
Give me your money or I'll
I
come.
didn't see. His hands were there. His pants were
Were-
down.
were
and
they
his shirt
moving?
was up, like above his belly button.
Sounds hot.
And it was nice. It was a nice
He's wearing-
view.
he's
It
wearing
was
a
looking
crop
good.
top, yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't see his wiener, But I was like, I assume why else would his hands be there? Either he was jacking it.
It's gotta be something.
I assume he was peeing, but it just freaked me out. I felt that, like, in that moment, I honestly felt a little scared because he was just staring at me. When you get caught peeing, you quickly put up your pants.
No, you don't.
no.
You finish peeing.
Yeah, what are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
piss in your
all over my
pants?
fucking pants.
Yeah, these are good pants.
The first, after, like, it kind of went away, I was like, whatever. There was, like, maybe there was nothing wrong, like, no reason to
He
be
definitely was
afraid.
embarrassed you kind of go
Yeah,
pee-pee.
there's no reason to be afraid. I was like, there's bushes and trees everywhere. Why did he pee in the open area?
Sometimes I don't.
He
like
wanted
it.
to get caught.
Maybe
He
that's
wanted
his
someone
thing,
to
man.
see his wiener.
Maybe
Listen-
he was trying to rob you, and he'd be like,
he
"I'll
say
come if you don't give me your wallet."
Maybe he was waiting to rob you,
That's-
but he had to take a piss.
I think that's the least threatening way to threaten somebody.
If a homeless guy threatened to come on me, he might have AIDS. I run away.
If a guy's,
Give me your wallet,
if a
I'll
guy's
come.
coming at you with his cock in his hand, he's not very threatening in my opinion.
What? Okay.
That's literally a thing that shoots AIDS.
It's an AIDS
Just
gun.
kick it. Give it a
You
swift
wouldn't-
kick.
yeah, I
I'm
wouldn't
getting
want
as far away as
I
possible.
don't want to get AIDS
No,
on
I'm
my
saying,
shoe.
I'm saying if he keeps coming at you.
What if he had come on your shoe? Then AIDS could have went in your shoe.
Yeah, and what are you
I
gonna get rid of
wonder
your
how you
shoes?
think AIDS works.
AIDS is like Venom from Spider-Man. It just kind of crawls around.
It's like acid.
Comes to leech on you.
It
Yeah,
touches
just like-
anything, it just melts.
I don't
right
want to
through
become Black Spider-Man and run around and have emo scenes and cuss out
Finger
Mary Jane.
guns.
Cuss out Mary Jane.
it. Did we want to get political? Because I was actually.
Political corner. News anchor Anth.
So I was just reading an article. I was reading up an article before I got here. And, you know, I wake up, I brush my teeth, and I read up an article. I was reading an article, and it actually was an Instagram post. They're pretty much the same
Pretty
thing.
much identical.
Yeah.
They're the same, actually more, reliable.
Well, yeah, but you don't fake news.
Yeah, well, the
Fox
fake
News invented
fake news, but Instagram isn't news, so it can't be fake.
Exactly. Why
So-
would a regular person lie to you to get a like on a post to make some money? That doesn't make any sense to me.
They don't make no sense.
I'd have to look it up to. I'd have to look up the actual post to remember the exact headline. But it was something about a person making a United Nations human rights violation complaint because Blood Canada doesn't receive donations of blood from men who are gay and have had sex with men in like the past 3 months because of the risk of HIV
Obviously,
being
yeah.
in the blood. Because, and I looked it up too, because everybody was going on, it's like, oh, that's homophobic, I can't believe it. But it turns out that in the States, there was a study that over 81% of people who have HIV and are HIV positive were men who have had sex with men. And it was sexually transmitted. And like only 9% was sexually transmitted through heterosexual sexual contact. The other ones were like injections with drugs. So there's actually like a legitimate reason through my cursory investigation on Google as to why they don't accept blood from people who have recently had sex with men.
When we went to Pride Parade,
Yeah, I've seen some out of shape gay guys. What I'm saying is,
I'm
like,
sitting right
there-
here. I can't believe
we went to Pride, and there was this big. He was completely naked. I think he just had a diaper on, or it might be that or his
Lord.
underpants.
You're talking about
That-
pamper chew.
Yeah, there was like this big fat. He was so hairy, so sweaty, and he comes up to me and my girlfriend, because we were matching, we wore the same shirts, and he puts his arms around us, and his armpits are fucking
Oh my
drenched. He's
Lord.
disgusting.
Why was
And
he
he goes,
wearing a
let's,
diaper?
let's take.
Was he reading up an article?
Yeah, and he was just like, let's take a picture.
I don't know you.
Why do all these naked men confront you?
I don't know.
You're handsome.
I went to when we go to Pride.
Next year when COVID's
Yeah,
over.
but last time we went, I don't know. That was the most my butt's been touched.
Really?
Like
I didn't
I'm
get
not
touched.
surprised.
Even remember when we
I was
went,
at the one.
me for my birthday, me, Leo, and Cause. Anth, I don't think you came.
I don't know. I don't think you came.
We
that
went
time.
to a drag club or drag bar.
Yeah.
I was
and-
performing that night, so I couldn't.
And
do it.
I swear, so my butt kept getting touched, and I didn't mind it. Whatever, it gets touched like here and there. But we were dancing on the dance floor all together, and someone kept feeling it up like over and over and over again. And I turn around, and it's some sweaty dude. Like, not dancing, he's just standing behind me, looking at me, like, feeling it. And I'm like, this is it. This is women. This is women
I
at
was,
clubs.
I was literally about to say, you were a lady.
I flipped off at him. I was like, I swear to God, you touch me one more fucking time, I will punch you so hard in the dick, you will feel it for a month.
You go, girl.
Yeah, thank you.
You got to be a girl.
A girl.
That's
Not-
empowerment.
When I
You got to be a girlfriend.
it reminded me of that time we were at the club.
Yeah.
It was me, Cause, our friend Nick, and Ant, and Anth was blackout drunk, so he was just sitting at the booth.
I
at
wasn't
this time.
blackout, but I was drunk.
And Kaz and Nick, we were like just talking, and these two girls walked past and said, "Excuse us," to go to the bathroom. And I guess some drunk guy, he just didn't know what he was doing. He grabs her arm,
Nice.
and he's like, "Where are you going? Come here!" And it's like, and she was like, "No, thank you." And she like stood off, and I was like, "Holy
What the
He grabbed her
fuck?
ass too. He like grabbed her ass too. It's like, what is he
That's
doing?
terrifying.
Yeah.
Like terrifying.
I know. He was like 6 foot, maybe 250 pounds. She's like
Jeez.
a
140
petite little woman
pounds.
with her friend trying to go take up
She's not
piss.
That's
Sending
scary.
That's so freaky. Like we don't do that when we go out. We don't really talk
I
to
don't
anybody.
randomly grab individuals'
Yeah, we kind of
assholes.
just do our own thing.
You don't
and-
accost people while you're half naked
No,
and
it's not.
sexually assaulting them?
I don't
Try not
assault
to.
random individuals.
You don't just piss on random walls in the town square?
And make eye contact long.
Yeah.
But all back to that thing about your HIV comment.
Yeah.
I wonder why it's so contracted between them.
Because I think it just is in the community, and then there are scumbags who just don't say it, and then
Oh,
they spread
maybe.
it around.
No Johnny's either, I guess.
No,
Why would you read no one's pregnant?
If he doesn't have a clean butthole.
Don't matter to me.
I have a story of a
Alright.
kid who used to jack off in class. No, he told me this in high school, the guy, and he was in class, and I guess he found the teacher attractive, or he just had like a weird wind blow and he got a hard on.
In
And he
class.
said that he couldn't get rid of it, so he did this thing where he put his hand in his pocket and he just squished it against his thigh,
That's not
Squished
real.
it.
and then he jizzed into his pants.
How
If
old
you're
is this
hard
child?
enough-
He was in grade 8 or like whenever you start
Oh
jacking
my-
off.
That's still disgusting.
You guys
Yes.
ever jack off at school?
No.
No.
What?
I drove
Yeah,
a
me
Ford
neither.
during
You
that.
guys are crazy jacking off at school.
And did you jack off at school?
Well, we're talking about grade 8, right?
Did you
7,
masturbate in
8,
school?
6.
Yeah, but it was the bathroom, so it was
You
okay.
didn't Did you really?
I only went in whenever there was somebody taking a shit because they were more self-conscious about what they were doing than what I was doing.
This
so I
really
was in the clear.
happened?
No, I never go
you
in when
put
somebody's
thought
taking
into
a
it.
shit.
No, wait. This sounds like it's got too much thought put
Yeah,
into
you
it.
did this.
No,
'Cause there-
only when it was empty. I can't jack off someone's taking a shit. That's disgusting.
I was in a
That's
split
fair.
class, and there was this guy who one random guy came in, and he goes, "Dude, blank is jerking off in the bathroom." And I was like, "No way!"
Let's
and
go.
he came back in, and we teased him so hard. And 2 weeks later, he started crying. "I don't jerk off in your bathroom."
I
great
remember.
voice.
He started crying.
You're just an asshole, guy.
I know.
You're a freaking
Piece of
dick.
shit. Who here is a flat earther?
That's how many people are flat earthers. You can hear the fan on the roof.
That's not true.
Wasn't there a basketball player? There was. It
Yeah.
Was fucking.
What's
What's
the
his
guy that goes to
name?
North Korea all the time? No, whatever his name is, LeBron.
No,
He
not
didn't believe.
LeBron.
I don't think he believed
Me
in the
neither.
flat Earth.
No,
but it
but
just
he was
spread.
That guy.
He was
You know
like,
what happened?
he was saying it's fine. He was saying it's fine if it is real. That's
No,
what
but-
he was saying. He's like I can't prove that it's not.
He did, and he went on the boat and he went around and he proved to the queen that it was round because he went from one end to the other and then they started making maps round and
You
that's
don't
how we
even
got
know.
globes.
Columbus, everyone says he discovered it. They already knew it was round. They used to argue about what shape it was. He thought it was the shape of a pear. So he's like, I'll go
He
around
thought
and
the
I'll
Earth
find a
had curves.
shortcut, right? Because the top would be shorter than the way they're taking around the Horn of Africa. And then they're like, no, dum-dum. But ancient Greece, they figured out it was round.
Yeah.
It's
Ancient
the-
Greece, they figured out the circumference, like
Yeah, based
stupidly
on
accurate.
shadows.
I'm not arguing that like when it was. I'm arguing the people who believe it now to be flat.
You have to be dumb. Like, it's so, you have to be, like, purposely ignoring facts.
You mean the Patriots?
You mean the capitalists?
Socialism, socialism.
I can't
I'm
think.
already tired of this
I can't
joke.
think. What's his name?
What joke?
He played with LeBron. He was in the Cavs with
Kawhi
LeBron.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard.
What?
Scottie Pippen.
No,
Yes.
it's
Shrek.
he's best buddies with Kim Jong Un, right?
Yeah, sure, yes.
Oh, there's the
That
stupid,
has a name. Well,
the
that's what I thought
college
his
humor
name
videos.
was.
They have him on there.
That's what I thought.
Kyrie
his name
Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
I wasn't gonna.
He
think
played
of
for the
that,
Raptors.
Kyrie
Who's
Irving
that?
doesn't know if
He's
the
on the
Earth is
Jays.
round or flat.
Yeah, no. I don't think he explicitly said, "Oh, Earth
traded
is
him.
flat." It's just like somebody asked the question
What a
to him or
dum-dum.
something.
Damon
They
Green
trade-
defends
Toronto
Kyrie
traded him to
Irving.
Toronto.
Let's go, Draymond.
May be flat.
Raptors
I'm a
to
big fan
Jays.
of Draymond. I
Oh,
like
good.
Draymond.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good trade.
But it's not even. They believe so much more than that. Because once you have that, you have to fill in so many blanks. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what keeps the water in? The ice wall. The Earth and the Sun revolve around the Earth.
No, yeah, they think the Earth, everything revolves around the Earth.
Oh yeah,
You know what that
the
reminds me?
heliocentric universe.
Our Earth,
Yeah.
and the Earth doesn't rotate or anything. We
No.
stay
We
completely
entirely
still.
stagnant.
And
which
they
would make-
believe there's a curve. Because you know how like when you look over horizon, you kind of see the curve. Like when you,
You
go in the
don't.
ocean,
Yeah.
That's what they are. No, they argue that you don't
they-
see a curve.
You have to. There's no way to argue against
you
it.
see a curve.
Yes.
And
argue it's the
they say
tinting.
you see a curve because there's grades in the Earth, so you're seeing the up and downs. That's what they argue. That's how they argue the curve of the Earth when you're high enough. They argue that you see the ups and downs.
But when
of the
you're in a
grades
plane, they believe it's a conspiracy that
Yeah, because
the plane has
bent windows to make it
bent
look
windows to
curved.
make it look round to keep us in the illusion.
Oh, that's true. How
It's
do you
like
know
they-
the plane actually goes anywhere? It doesn't just fly in circles.
You don't know. You never know.
It's like they want to they want to believe that people are out to get them, or like to do.
They just
what
wanna know
does the
the
government gain? What does anyone gain from telling you that we live on a round planet?
They don't know.
Compared to what is the gain? Because they're lying to us. They're lying to us. What are they gaining from lying to you?
It's to keep us distracted.
From what?
You don't want to know.
So you don't see because aliens are real now. Because someone made a YouTube video and it went kind of viral. So it was somewhat viral. So aliens are real now. We've been visited by aliens.
I don't know if
going
we've
around
been
the
visited by
internet
aliens, but aliens definitely.
No,
exist.
it's true. No, they come to Earth. It's true.
I never
It's going on
understood why
YouTube.
people think aliens come. Like, why can we not space travel, but aliens can?
Because space travel is fucking hard.
Why can aliens do it?
We have space
Because
travel.
they have
though.
fucking technology.
Why don't we have the technology?
Because we're fucking dumb apes. We're the fucking stupid monkeys.
Troglodyte age.
all I'm saying is, let's say they started
We're
their
1%
civilization and their
away.
life form started the same time as us, through the same progress, through evolution. Their planet slowly formed over millions and millions of years. Why are they more advanced than us?
Maybe they invested their money better than we did.
What if they just started earlier? You know?
They didn't have the dark ages of religion.
Yeah,
That
maybe
too.
maybe Christianity didn't take over, and you had to either convert to Christianity or get killed.
God, Christians are the worst. Now, what do we think about Muslims?
We were talking about aliens.
Oh, we were talking about aliens. Have you seen Star Trek?
No.
So the whole premise of Star Trek
I
is
love
that
Star
in order to
Star Trek's
like make
so
contact with other civilizations that are like also stupid chimpanzees, apes,
Prime
that
Directive.
can't fucking
Yep.
is that you
You
need
can't interfere.
the Prime Directive.
We need the Prime Directive.
Is
Can't
like they
interfere
need their
until
warp
they
drive and stuff.
achieve warp status.
Yes.
Then they
Horrible-
can't be visited, or else they're gonna influence our progression.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to influence the.
So
the-
there's things like that.
They don't want to be Instagram influencers.
So a TV show that came out in the '60s is the reason aliens
Yes.
have come to this Earth.
No, okay. Do you want
They
to
heard
know
about
a better
it.
reason? So what happened when
The
other
reason is
people?
what are the chances they find us?
Okay, listen. Besides the actual obvious one, like you wanna know a stupid reason? What happened when like actual like people that came to the North America then saw these people that had like lower technology and couldn't actually do travel?
The indigenous people.
Yeah, okay. They met the indigenous people and they kind of fucked them up and they kind of took all their shit.
Kinda.
And they
Kind
kind
of.
of. Yeah.
I don't think at all.
So imagine.
Smallpox ruined them.
Imagine someone that has the technology to fucking visit us. What would they do? Do you think they just kind of shake hands and be like, "Yeah, what's up, guys? We did all this cool shit."
Why not?
Maybe they don't shake hands. Maybe they do some next
I
thing,
feel-
like telepathically communicate with us.
They put
What
fingers
if
in
cats are aliens? we
maybe.
just can't communicate
But what
with
if
them?
they just take the Prime Directive really seriously?
Yeah, they're really good and
that.
responsible spacefarers.
All I'm saying is that I don't know why. Like, maybe they can, but why? Why does anybody? I'm not disproving that they don't exist, but why do they think they can come here and we can't go there yet?
Because they.
Where are we? Where
around
is there?
a lot
Where are we supposed to
longer.
go?
Wherever they live, whatever.
Let's
can't
say
even
that,
get to
let's say
Mars.
Alpha Centauri. Let's say
We can
we're
get to Mars.
absolutely yes, we can
So
absolutely get
let's
to Mars.
say
50 years.
Nolan Bushnell, instead of inventing Atari, invented space travel. Where would you
Steve
go?
Jobs.
I said Nolan Bushnell because he's
If
way
you
cooler.
okay, here's a good question. If they came up to you and they were like, "We're gonna send 12 people on a spacecraft,
I wouldn't go.
and
Not in a million
you're
years.
gonna go super far away to a planet that's just like Earth,
Nope.
and we want to see if there are other organisms living there."
Nope.
You're gonna go into a cryo sleep, and you'll wake up a year before you land there.
This is the movie Alien.
You'll land, and you'll
Yeah,
wake
yeah.
up a year before you land there, and you'll be the first people on that planet. There'll be like whatever, like 30 of you or something like that. Would you do it?
Yeah, a billion years.
No,
I like Earth too much. I'm
No,
not
like,
even
that's crazy.
I would do it.
staying right here.
with like 30. He said like 30 people.
That doesn't matter.
No,
What are
I'd
the
do it
chances
with,
you don't like
30
anybody?
people.
I'd do it.
What if you don't like anybody? You're trapped.
Yeah, I'd
trapped with
open
29
all the
people.
hatches.
It's
30
the
people in a handgun.
I still wouldn't even go.
And
I would
only
stay here.
29 bullets.
it's like
I
that.
would stay
It's
here.
the feeling of experiencing new things, finding new things.
That's-
that discovery.
that's-
There's not enough for you to
That's
discover
not
here.
going on a trip to Thailand. That's a whole nother planet.
Yeah.
Years away
A
from
whole solar
here.
system.
You're never coming back though. You can't come back. You
Exactly,
Come
because
back.
you're
the whole
gonna
point.
die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I
Even
go.
if you did come back, it could be 300,000 years from now.
So you're an astronaut.
you know
You're
is
not
dead.
even a scientist though. Let's say you get stranded on the planet. Are you gonna be freaking?
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
What's his face in the movie where he
do you
eats his
mean?
own shit?
I don't know what to do without Wi-Fi.
There's people there. They
Yeah, there will
teach
be
you
no
before you go.
Wi-Fi.
You
How
learn
do
how
you-
to do
they
agriculture and
teach you?
stuff like that.
How much porn you gotta download, dude?
That's a lot. I get tired of the video after 50 years.
Yeah. 50. To go to Mars is what?
No, you're
years, 6
asleep. You're
years?
asleep.
Okay.
You're not awake.
No, we're being optimistic that
But
we
what if
have
the mission-
cryosleep and we have travel to,
Yeah.
like, say, the next star over.
Yeah.
But still, that means everyone I've ever known will be dead.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I'll be
it's all
alone.
new experiences. Like, what happens if you get to that planet? There's people there for you to visit and talk
But
to.
I don't know them.
No.
What do you mean, new people?
They could be anything. That's
You
like,
can meet
it's
new
like
people
going, it's
here.
like relating to a lion. I don't know
Doesn't
anything
matter.
about them.
It's different. It's new. You're
I
discovering.
could go to
things.
Cambodia and see human beings and be on Earth instead of going
I
somewhere
don't.
years
I
away.
would even let's say they sent a team to go to Mars and not come back.
Never.
They tried to
No.
colonize
No,
Mars.
see, I wouldn't do that shit.
Yeah, I want to go to a red
Fuck
planet in
that.
the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere.
exactly.
With the sun's red and there's no water and it's a desert. I'm in a tube.
I would do that too.
There's water. It's just sandy.
Sandy water.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's
Isn't
not
it-
actually water.
Can't they? No, I don't think they can.
What?
What did Nick Sisti say?
I was
He's
gonna
a-
say, I wonder, can we plant trees and stuff yet on
with
Mars?
water.
There's
I
frozen. They
tried.
found frozen water on Mars.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if it doesn't have the right oxygen
You
enough?
have to-
That's all. Well, that's what I'm
That's the
saying.
whole
Trees,
thing.
trees
What if
make
the so-
atmosphere after,
but
but you have to be able to do
It's
it.
just a desert. What if the soil has no nutrients?
It doesn't matter. It would grow throughout time.
Trees
That's the
wouldn't
thing.
be enough either way, because it's not. Like, trees wouldn't make atmosphere. The whole point is that you need the actual, what is it called? Like the
Ozone layer.
electromagnetic.
Yeah,
exactly.
The pole.
Like,
You
the
need a
whole
harder
thing.
pole to hold it all together.
Yes, exactly.
I know
Because it
that,
doesn't
but
have that.
with assistance and help, we can get it there. It's just the
What
fact
sort
that
of
there's
a
no
system,
air.
kind of crazy terraforming are you gonna do to make
I
it
don't
a
know.
fucking?
I don't
there's,
know.
There's no
I'm not smart
profit
like that.
to be made, so no one will ever terraform it. There's no profit.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Slack. I've been Kaz. That's Anth. Sam's over there. Leo's over there. Have a good night. Was that second cheeseburger really worth it?
No.
Fuck everyone in Innisfil. I hope the whole city burns down.
Leo said he's a monkey.
Fuck you, wasn't that funny? Ha 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 ha. Wasn't I correct? Not one laugh to be had. Come back for more please, we need the attention. Also got some cop car passing by my house. As soon as I find out who snitch, I'll come find you and smother you with my large boobies. Night night, kisses.